Warrior basketball streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hosteller along with Jamie Miller and Dan Byler. Tonight at Westview will play host to the Garrett Railroaders. These two teams are meeting for the second time in 10 days, with Westview coming out on top in a lopsided win in the Northeast Corner Conference Championship game, 73-38. The Warriors bring a 4-game winning streak into tonight's game, a 9-4 overall mark, along with a conference record of 4-1 as they meet on the hardwood tonight. With the exception of the Westview game, Garrett, under first-year head coach Logan Traylor, has enjoyed a fine season as they bring a sparkling 13-3 overall record and 3-1 conference mark into this evening's contest. Coach Traylor and his Railroaders will certainly be seeking revenge for their earlier loss against the Warriors, and that prepares us for what should be another exciting night of basketball on the Westview hardwood. Tonight's game sponsor is Weaver Furniture Sales, with 2 locations in Shipshewana, 7870 West, 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Topeka, New Holland. Visit Topeka, New Holland today to save on genuine New Holland parts and service. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Tiffany's Restaurant, also in Topeka. By J&R Solutions, your internet service provider. Also by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction, State Road 5 South in Shipshewana. By Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange. Yoder Crossroads, located at the crossroads of State Road 5 and US 20. Also by LaGwana, get quality, get excellent customer service, get creative. By Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. By Southwind Flooring, located at 7300 North, 1000 West in Shipshewana. And by Breathe Easy Mold Solutions in Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association's Champions Network. We'll be back with tonight's Freedom Finish Works pregame show following this word from our game sponsor, Weaver Furniture Sales.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by Freedom Finish Works, specializing in powder coating with steel and aluminum. From one-piece custom orders to full production quantities, Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. And we'll go down with Jamie Miller and Coach Chandler Pribble for our... Oh, there's no pregame interview. That's right. Sorry.
That's all right.
We're back here.
By now we know what they're thinking anyhow. So
that's
we're
right.
What, 10, 11, 13 games into the season, 14 games into the season. Is it tonight 14th game?
It would be.
It
well,
is.
Yes, 9-4.
Yeah, we're 9-4, so game 14. And, I think last time we played Garrett, it was probably our best performance of the year from start to finish. I believe we scored 18 or 19 points in every quarter.
Flawless.
So very consistent. We were beating them down the court time after time. And Garrett had come off a couple of tougher road games in the NECC tournament. And that, maybe that all works together a little bit. Garrett, we noticed, is very talented. They got a lot of height. And I would imagine that probably woke them up a little bit to an extent as far as what they need to work on. And so they've had 10 days. And they haven't played anybody else.
Right.
Except had us in their
they've had a lot of time to think about it.
Probably on their locker room wall.
Yeah. Or like a target up there, I'm sure.
So I no doubt they have worked on probably some things that hurt them against us, or some things they think they could have taken advantage of against us. Big number 42 in there, Isaac
King.
He was saddled with foul trouble most of the first half. And that's when kind of the damage was done. And then they had cut it to, roughly about 16 at halftime. And then we came out and just blitzed him in the third quarter, and he did get some points in the fourth quarter when the game was settled. But I'm sure he'll come out and he'll be ready for action tonight. You know, it's tough for a high school kid, I think, sometimes to make a long bus trip on a Tuesday night, but Garrett, I think, is the exception tonight because they haven't played in 10 days. They're probably tired of practice.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, and they remember that last game they played against this team, and they don't want that to happen again. So,
No doubt.
Garrett with a great record, 13-3 and 3-1 in the conference. But boy, that win the last time against the Railroaders, Westview, that is, 73-38 on the 18th of January, like you said, Jamie, 10 days ago.
Well, and Dan was saying earlier that he believes that is the largest margin of victory in a championship game in the NECC.
Exactly.
Ever.
Yeah.
That came from Samuel Frick. So it is unusual to see when two teams make it all that way to the final to have such a disparity. I think I mentioned during that game too, I had seen we've won a sectional here similarly. We beat Central Noble one year by 30 or 40. And then we actually won a regional game one time. I think it was the championship game of the regional many years ago. Well, it seems like many in our recent history. I think we beat Culver by something like that too. And so they were actually upset. I remember that game. Culver was upset that we were still playing our starters in the third quarter. Like, well, it's only the third quarter. I mean, come on. I know it's like 60-20, but anyways, that was an anomaly. And, you know, it was one of our highest scoring outputs of the year. I think we had 76 against Bethany, but that was our second highest of 73 against Garrett. Then we had a good 60 against Fairfield the other night, which I thought was pretty good considering the opponent and their length and their strength and their focus on defense. So really interesting to see what happens tonight. A lot of our points against Garrett last time were off the fast break. So you get on the fast break by stopping them and pushing the ball. So if Garrett can establish a low post, which I'm sure is they're going to be their focus, establish their low post and get easy baskets, they can hang in this game and make it a whole different kind of game than 10 days ago.
Well, you mentioned we shut down King pretty well the last time. He did ended up with 17 points, but most of those came in junk time in the second half.
Yes, yeah, he kind of just finally went in at the end and said he quit thinking, and he just started playing. And you know, our defensive intensity wasn't maybe quite the same at that point in the game, or you know, not all the starters were in there. But good learning experience for Garrett. You know, I think we mentioned last time in the previous 3 years they won 15 games combined.
Right.
So no doubt they'll match that this year and probably exceed it.
It's not really a rebuild team because they're all pretty young. They only have one starter in their starting lineup, and that's Jacob Huber.
One senior?
One senior, yeah. Not starter. One starter that's a senior.
One starter in the starting lineup. That would explain the bad record. But in other words, it's not a team that's been used to winning. And so a team doesn't just come out and have all that mastered because they have a really good start for the year. So good lesson for them. I'm sure they'll play much better tonight, and it'll be interesting how the game goes tonight. You know, the atmosphere is not quite the same in here tonight. It's a weekday. Typically you have a little bit lower attendance, and so the energy isn't quite the same, but there's a standard Westview wants to play to, and it shouldn't be affected by who's in the stands watching or their opponent or if they just beat a certain opponent. So
I tell you, the crowd is a lot different than it was last Friday when we played Fairfield. But it is a weeknight. So.
Yep, definitely is. Nice cold January night, and people feel pretty good at home, bundled up, I guess.
That's right.
But it was 41 today. I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah, makes us think of spring, especially after that below zero early last week.
You know what time of basketball season is, when it's 35 and sunny, it feels good outside.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
We will see what happens here. Both teams have just exited the court for their final instructions and should be back out here shortly. So one note we do have, Kane will not play again tonight. He was out last game too. He's dealing with a little injury, and it shouldn't keep him out long, but he is not going to be playing tonight. The last time we started Mingling, we'll see if he starts again. And
yeah, it didn't look like Kane was on crutches.
no,
no, just
no,
hobbled up a little bit.
It's one of those things where if tonight was a sectional championship, I'm sure he'd be in there.
Right.
But they want to make sure it gets healed up good, and so we don't have any setbacks down the road. But
we'll take a little break here. We'll be back with more from Westview High School right after this 2-minute timeout.
Some people say it's tough to beat the view out west in LaGrange County. But we say it's tough to beat the people.
The people in this area, I feel, make us special.
Westview knows they have something special. A rich tradition of community that has driven their school to all-around excellence for years.
You know, it's a faith-based community. It was a tremendous foundation for me. You know, not just the book learning, but everything else that went with it.
Randy and Roger Yoder are farmers and proud Westview alumni. They coached basketball together at Westview for years and are still involved with the school today.
We quit milking cows here on the farm in '06, and then I did some substitute teaching, and I really enjoyed that. The kids knew us from coaching and stuff, you know, and you just have a lot of community support. And I think some of your bigger schools, you might lose some of that, you know.
Randy, Roger, and their two brothers all attended Westview, as did all their wives.
We now have 2 grandchildren there, and it's just some awesome memories.
Dan Byler owns LaGwana, an all-inclusive printing, design, and media company that works closely with Westview schools.
I graduated from Westview in '84, and I've had 7 children go through it. I've been very involved all along. The idea of taking care of each other, community, is hugely important, and I think they do a fantastic job working with the kids and working with the community.
Jill Hom was born and raised in LaGrange County, and like many of her relatives, is a Westview lifer.
I have worked extensively with our community members, and there has been very few times that I have asked for something and not received it. When we talk about community, we talk about the people and how much we care for one another. And through that, our community also cares for our school system.
Jill says it's the people that make the place. This place, Westview School Corporation.
We're back at Westview. A couple minutes away from tip-off here tonight.
one thing we didn't talk about was kind of the conference standings for the NECC. I think last game, well, the Fairfield game was a conference regular season game, and Fairfield, us beating them, gives them 2 losses, so which effectively kind of probably takes them out of the race. But we have Lakeland at the top at 5-0, Angola at 5-1, West Noble 5-1, Westview 4-1, and Garrett 3-1. So really several teams still in the hunt. Garrett has to play Lakeland and Fairfield next.
Right. Both of these teams have, you know, you got to think this is a huge game for them.
Yes. So this is probably one of the better conference games we have left. Of course, West Noble's always a tough one.
On the road this year.
Yeah, especially tough one.
Yep. Tonight, our national anthem is going to be sung by Lily Bennett, Westview student. Beautiful rendition by Lily Bennett of Westview. As we get set for basketball here, Northeast Corner Conference, foes Westview and Garrett. We'll finish off this week of basketball on Friday night against Eastside. That'll be right here at Westview as well. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for Logan Trailers, Garrett Railroaders, 13-3, 3-1 in the conference. They'll go at one guard with Jacob Hoover, a 6-foot even senior. Number 13 is Gabe Armstrong, a 6'3 junior, averaging 3.6 points per game. Number 22 is Carter Kaufman, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 15.3 points per game. Number 32 is Jake Gagne, a 6'3 junior, averaging, well, he been injured. He's doesn't have an average so far. Isaiah King, leading scorer at 15.3, 6'5 sophomore, and he had 17 against the Warriors in his last appearance. Daniel Yoder will start at one guard for the Warriors, a 6-foot even sophomore. At the other guard position will be Austin Slaybaugh, number 15, a 6'2 sophomore, leading his team in scoring with a 17-point per game average. At forward tonight for Westview will be Caden Grau, a 12.5-point per game shooter, 6'4 junior. And another forward will be number 25, Owen Brill, a 6'1 senior. And rounding out the lineup for the Warriors tonight will be 5'11 junior Mylan Miller.
Well, a couple of changes to the Garrett lineup from their last time they were here. Parker Reed, number 3, is not in the starting lineup this time, and Cohen Smith, number 24, is not in the lineup. So no problem. They bring in another 6'4 guy, Jake Gagne.
Right.
And Jacob Hoover is a little smaller than Parker Reed. He's 6 foot, but also a senior. So 3 seniors on this team, 3 juniors, and 5, 6 sophomores.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores.
Like you mentioned, a lot of youth, only 2 seniors on this team.
Tip is controlled by the Warriors. Austin Slaybaugh brings it across the timeline. Mylan Miller, Caden Grau. Bounce pass inside, goes out of bounds, last touch by Garrett. It'll be Westview ball.
Number 22 out there, Kaufman, definitely a guy to look out for. He and King are their leading scorers on the year.
They threw a zone at us last time, didn't they, Jamie, as I recall?
I think they tried a little bit of everything.
That's true. They were switching it up. Foul on the floor, so it won't be a shooting foul for Austin Slaybaugh. Foul goes on Kaufman, his first of the night. First team foul for either team. Slaybaugh will inbound for the Warriors. He'll lob it into Brill. Elbow right side, feeds it inside to Slaybaugh. Fadeaway jumper off the front of the wire, no good, and the rebound's yanked down by Gagne.
Well, we executed that play well, but there was a 6'4 guy standing right there, and so he did a little fadeaway and just came up a little short.
A little short, yeah. Kaufman with it out front for Garrett. Goes right side to Armstrong. Armstrong in the paint, left-handed jump hook, no good. Tipped around, and finally Cade Grau corrals it and gives it to Mylan Miller. Up court in a hurry to Daniel Yoder. Slaybaugh. Right side to Grau. Good drive down the lane. Another reach-in foul is going to be called on Garrett. This time it's going to go against their big guy, Isaiah King.
That's one of those where Caden he's guarding Caden, and Caden has a quickness advantage. So nice job by Caden to try to take it at him and get him in foul trouble.
Parker Reed comes into the ball game. Looks like Jacob Hoover's heading to the locker room. He had a cut finger. Ball knocked out of bounds on the inbound attempt. Westview will inbound it again, this time from the side. Slaybaugh gets it into Mylan Miller. Into the paint, hesitates. Ball knocked away. Garrett comes up with a steal, and Daniel steals it right back. Wide open underneath on the pass. Slabaugh misses the layup, goes out of bounds. It looked like it went off his shin.
I think he lost possession of that ball as he was going up for the layup, and that's why it looked so funny. But they also slapped the backboard, which I always thought was the ball's up there. That's a goaltend.
Well, yeah, I know they used to call that right away. I've seen it overlooked a few times this year. With the ball, driving is Kaufman. Unloads the pass out front to Armstrong. He'll take the three, and he hits. So Garrett scores. Almost had 2 minutes gone in the first quarter before anyone hit the scoreboard tonight. So Garrett with an early lead. Daniel Yoder feeds it down low to Slabaugh. Makes the move, good spin move, puts it up, misses a shot. Mylan Miller with good offensive rebound. Grau double teamed inside. He gets it to Slabaugh. Slabaugh spins, puts it up. This time he gets it to go. 3-2 Garrett.
Well, Austin clearly sees a matchup that he likes out there going to the basket. It's just we're a little bunched up on an offense and having trouble finding some driving lanes.
Forced up there by Kaufman, misses. And the offensive rebound goes all the way over the glass, and it's going to be Westview basketball.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's unusual for a guy to just put a shot up and go clear over the backboard without it getting tipped. He's saying it got tipped by us, but referees didn't see it that way.
Referees are a lot closer than we are, so something they saw, I'm sure, was the right call. Elbow, backdoor pass, good. Reverse layup won't go for Brill.
We are way off on our layups so far tonight. We must be extra juiced out there. One thing, having Garrett's height around the basket doesn't help any. We need to adjust to that a little bit.
King gets it to Armstrong, cutting toward the basket, and he puts it in. So far, Garrett looks a lot different than they did against us the first game.
Well, they seem to have a purpose out there.
Playing tighter defense, and they're playing aggressive on offense.
And King just reached again, the coach shaking his head.
I'm sure that's...
Yeah, both his fouls have been, big guys are going to get fouls from banging and jumping and pushing and stuff, but that's where you want to get them, not reaching on the perimeter. But nice job by Caden to take advantage of that and go right at him.
Brill serves as a trigger man for the Warriors, gets it right back on the inbound pass, now to Grau. Jump hook, won't go. Yeah, our shots just aren't falling so far.
1 for 6 so far for Westview. At least that's what I have us at. Or actually, I have us 1 for 6 from 2 and 1 from 3. But either way, we're not shooting well, and we're getting good shots.
Parker Reed cross courts it over to Armstrong. Armstrong tries to bounce it inside, deflected off of Slabaugh. It'll be Garrett's basketball.
Well, anytime you play a team back-to-back, there's just certain inherent mental challenges in that, because no two games ever are just alike. So let's hang in there on defense, make them shoot tough ones until we can get our offense going.
They're working around to Kaufman out front. He'll drive it all the way to the basket and then be fouled from behind on the shot by Slabaugh. Austin tried to bat it away, but caught part of the arm of Kaufman, so that'll send him to the free throw line. Kaufman with 9 points against Westview 10 days ago. He gets his first of the night there with a free throw. 6-2 now, Garrett with a 4-point lead. Second shot, good as well for Kaufman. Back come the Warriors now. Slabaugh out front. Tries to take it to the hole. Gets it out to Mylan, wide open for three. Nothing but net for Mylan Miller. That might open things up a little bit for the Warriors.
I like how Mylan confidently took that. He was didn't have a good shooting game against Fairfield the other night, but he was ready for that one.
Picks up the foul on the reach over. Milan, that is, on the other end.
That's where you just play behind the guy. You've pushed him out far enough that he's going to have to take a tough shot. Don't bail him out with a foul.
Inbounding will be Kaufman. All the way up front it comes to Armstrong. Back to Kaufman. We'll go right side to Gagne. Now down low, Smith, no call on the knockover.
Sometimes they call that, sometimes they don't.
Cohen Smith with the basket. Garrett back up by 4, 9-5. Bounce pass down low, Slabaugh whips it to the left side to Milan Miller. Up top to Caden. Elbow left side, he goes to Milan Miller.
Yeah, good patience by Westview, getting a good shot here. They're trying to get a good shot.
We have a hold inside. That's going to be called on Garrett.
I would say the longer this game goes on, more confident Garrett's going to be. You know, they're a confident team anyhow because of their record, 13-3. But when you get beat like they did in the last game, I'm sure there's a little trepidation going into it. But this is a good start for them.
4 fouls on the team. Shot or pass inside to Slabaugh, and he puts it in. 2 on Kaufman, who has 15.3 points per game, and 2 on Isaiah King with 15.3 as well. So Warriors back within 2 now, 9-7. Pass inside goes to Kaufman. And the foul's called inside Camden Yoder. Picks up his first foul off the bench. Coming in is back into the ball game is Jacob Hoover, and coming out will be Parker Reed for Garrett. Carter Kaufman looking to inbound. Once again, the lob comes out front to Gagne. He'll go to Hoover. Back to Kaufman. Kaufman feeds it inside to Gagne. Has it knocked away, and he'll just let it go out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Garrett. They'll inbound from the deep in the corner.
I think Austin thought that was off of 32. That's why he didn't go after it. But yeah, he knocked it off his leg.
Pass inside. Shot up, no good underneath by Smith. Daniel Yoder rips away the rebound. They go to Grau into the paint. Fall away jumper good. We're tied. First 2 of the night for Caden Grau.
And that's what we saw a lot of the last game. Getting down the court, getting easy shots.
9-9, 1:50 to go in the first quarter. With the ball, Cohen Smith. Kaufman. Kaufman gets it to Armstrong. Try to double team him out front. Baseball pass comes across court to Gagne.
I think the fans over there thought that one was coming to them.
It looked like it was. Missed layup inside by Garrett. Loose on the floor, picked up by Slabaugh. Back come the Warriors. All the way in, up, no good. Kaufman brings it back the other way in a hurry. Tries to drive between 2 players, and we've got a traveling violation called.
Well, this has been kind of a ragged game.
Yeah, it certainly has.
Maybe almost what it might have been predicted a little bit, the start of it anyhow.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
They're playing hard. It's just not going as easy as you'd like it to.
Timeout on the court, 9-9 ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We're back, minute 12 to go in the first quarter. Westview and Garrett deadlocked at 9-9. Westview will inbound underneath the Garrett basket. Camden Yoder remains in the ball game. Daniel Yoder in the backcourt. Mylan Miller, Owen Brill, and Caden Grau.
Looks like we got a certain play we want to run here.
Mylan right side, down low to Yoder. He'll take it in.
That's a foul.
Fade away.
My goodness, we
No good.
cannot
That's
buy a layup tonight, can we?
No, it would not go. He's got a 2-shot foul coming, but
yeah, there's an attempt there to get Daniel involved in the game a little bit, scoring-wise. He's been playing hard out there and playing good defense, but hadn't got a shot yet.
15 foul on Garrett.
Dan had made a remark earlier that we shot 2 free throws in the fourth quarter the last time we played Garrett, and those were our first 2 and only of the game.
That's unbelievable in a game like that.
Yeah, with that many possessions.
Right. Grau gets a break.
Somehow we're ahead.
Second shot, no good by Daniel Yoder. 10-9, Westview by 1. Inside a minute to go, first quarter. With the ball out front is Hoover. Goes right side to Armstrong. Armstrong gets it into the lane, then shoots it back outside. Now to Hoover. Left side, that's Armstrong. Garrett, are they trying to kill it? I think they're just looking for a good high percentage shot here.
Yeah, they're
and a timeout called by Coach Traylor.
That's pretty sneaky. He's just
he was getting real close.
They knew he was. Yeah, it was about going to be a turnover right there if he didn't call that. So
30-second timeout. 19.9 to go in the first quarter. 10-9 Westview with the lead back in 30 seconds.
30 now, a little bit around 3,500.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction. And it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewannaTradingPlace.com. Going once, twice,
sold
on the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
Fills a space in there. We're back. 19.9 on the clock here in the first quarter. Garrett will be inbounding right in front of the Westview bench. Armstrong will bring it in for the Railroaders. Bounce pass comes into Smith. Right back to Armstrong. Now to Kaufman. 10 seconds to go, first quarter. Armstrong bounces down low to the big guy, King. 5 seconds. King, he'll drive it. Can't find a shot. Shot at the buzzer's off the mark, and we played 8 minutes here at Westview. Our score, a tight one. Westview 10, Garrett 9. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this 60-second timeout.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Just like you, we understand that hard work is hard to come by these days. That's why we're starting the next generation of high auto body at such a young age. From meticulous prep work to a mirror-like finish, we ensure every detail shines. Whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, High Auto Body has got you covered. Bring your car to us and we'll take care of it with expertise and care. High Auto Body, family owned, trusted for generations.
Getting set for the second quarter now. Garrett will get it first.
Our string of 18-point quarters against Garrett has come to a grinding halt.
It sure did.
Make our layups and we easily hit it.
8 short. 10
but,
yeah.
But give Garrett credit. They were defending the basket much better this time.
Gagne. Inside pass comes to King. King double team.
Triple teamed.
Yeah, he was there for a while. Inside Gagne, looked like
that's
he
a
traveled.
travel.
Yeah.
Goodness sakes.
Kaufman, King, and he bounces it off the backside of Brill. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Garrett basketball.
The other night when we played Fairfield and we doubled the post, I did a really good job of dropping the ball off and having cutters. Garrett's having a little bit harder time doing that, and we're playing it much better.
We've made the adjustment. King.
That was a travel.
Yeah. Drives, puts it up, misses a shot, loose on the floor. King had it, dropped it, and then Camden Yoder quickly picked it up. Slaybaugh. He'll back it out now and set up a play.
Yeah, I think Coach probably called this at the timeout.
Did they switch defenses again?
No, they're trying to match up on King to see if we can get a foul.
And they did. Two-shot foul. King gets number 3. And that worked out really well. Would send Austin Slaybaugh to the free throw line, a 74% free throw shooter on the year. Austin with 4 on the night. Misses the first. He'll get one more. Second shot misses. Good hustle by Daniel Yoder on the rebound. Looks for the fadeaway. It won't go. Carter Coughlin with a rebound for Garrett. We go right side to Armstrong. Every time we miss, Garrett gets a little more confidence. Good save inbounds by King. Now stripped away and stolen by Slaybaugh. He'll take it all the way down, put it up. Won't go. Tips it up and in. Good foul on the shot by Austin.
Well, our defense is holding us in the game right now, and that's what you want. That's going to be there every game for you. Sometimes the shots go in, sometimes they don't.
King tries to drive the baseline. He'll put it up, missed the shot.
He's getting frustrated now and just starting to lower his shoulder. He's got to watch it or he'll get his 4th foul.
Yeah, that could have been right there. Grau misses a shot off the back of the rim. Good hustle by Camden Yoder to pull down the rebound. He'll give it to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh double team behind the back pass to Grau. Now Brill for 3 and he hits.
Good unselfish play that time.
Brill had 18 points in his last outing against Garrett.
That's only his 2nd shot. He had the one layup, the reverse layup that he tried earlier.
15-9 now, Westview with the biggest lead. King shots up, no good off the back of the rim, and the rebound yanked down by Slaybaugh. 5.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Austin drives the lane, gives out to Daniel, back to Brill.
He may be trying to run something again to isolate him on King.
Brill another 3. This time it's going to be long. And good job by Slaybaugh to tap that off the body of a railroader.
Yep, good hustle to keep it alive and make them kick it out.
Brill looking to inbound. His shot from the corner by Brill misses, and Mylan Miller just came in. Grabs the rebound. Inside Grau, and he has a 3-second violation called on him.
Interesting.
Seen that just a couple or 3 times this year, not much. Carter Coughlin with a basketball. Bounce pass right side goes to Armstrong. Pulls it back out front to Smith. Now to Hoover. Hoover feeds inside to Smith. Reed drives it into the lane. Tries to put it up. Good defense by Brill. Good block by Slaybaugh. Shot up again, missed. Shot up this time, and it's good, and it's going to count. Smith kept battling for the rebound and kept putting this second and third shot up and finally went in.
That's one of those where sometimes you just got to bat the ball out of there because they're just playing volleyball in there, and
right,
it's hard to outreach them.
15-11, Westview by 4. Another timeout, 4:21 to go. First half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Elders should have said no. And we're back at the free throw line. It's going to be Cone Smith to see if he can complete the three-point play. That would pull Garrett back within 3. Shot up off the back of the rim, no good, and Camden Yoder hustles for the rebound. Mylan Miller on the wing right side, feeds Grau. Inside, Slabaugh fadeaway.
Oh my goodness.
Off the front of the rim, no good, and Reed grabs the rebound for Garrett.
Nice dish by Caden that time to try to get us an easy one. But
Westview's on a 10-point run, but Garrett since then has worked their way back into the ball game. 15-11 now, only down 4. Reed looks good anticipation, but Slabaugh can't quite come up with that steal. 3 in the air by Armstrong's long, but the rebound Reed on the offensive end. Kaufman double teamed out front. Quick inside pass to Smith. Smith looks for the shot, can't get it to go, but he's fouled.
this is one of those games where you're like this close to making this play and that play, and
you're right.
Really putting distance between you and the other team, and you just aren't doing it.
They're missing a lot of shots underneath too.
They are.
Yeah. I mean, they're missing free throws too.
Yeah, it's just usually when you're missing layups and free throws, it's more of a mental thing than anything. You're just a tad bit off, or just not quite the
Mylan Miller
energy you usually have.
Back out of the ball game. Daniel checks back in. Another miss from the free throw line. Slabaugh with a rebound for the Warriors. He'll bring it down behind the back dribble. Gives to Camden. He'll drive the lane and give off to Caden Grau. Misses the layup.
Oh my goodness.
We just can't get anything to fall.
I've never seen us miss this many, but at least it's team-wide, and we'll get it figured out.
Grau up court to Brill. Brill into the lane, gives off to Grau for 3. And he hits.
We just need to step back a little further, I guess. Good unselfish play that time.
Second 3 of the night for the Warriors. Brill with the other one. 18-11. Westview by 7. Pass right into the hands of Grau. Looking for Hoover, but Hoover wasn't looking for the ball, and Grau saw it coming.
When the offense throws it at your head,
self-defense if nothing else.
You don't have much choice but to catch it.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Garrett basketball on the turnover.
Yeah, that time on that turnover, there was one, we're too close together. 2, if he does catch it there, there's really nothing to do with the ball. So just he needs to back out, spread the floor a little bit, and try it again.
Kaufman walks it across the timeline, goes left side on the pass to Smith. They'll work it around to Armstrong. Armstrong goes inside to Gagne. He's double and triple teamed. Now back to Kaufman. Kaufman drives it all the way to the basket, misses a shot. Daniel Yoder with the rebound. Stops up at the top of the circle. Then we have a traveling violation on Slabaugh as he cut toward the basket. 2:03 to go, first half, 18-11, Westview with the lead. Three turnovers on each team in the quarter so far.
Yeah, despite how sloppy the game has been, there hasn't been a lot of turnovers, really.
No, just been a lot of missed shots.
Yes.
Drive, scoop shot is good, and we're going to count it.
They seem awful selective on calling that contact on layups.
Second foul on Owen Brill. And that sends Gabe Armstrong to the free throw line, shooting 2. Or 1, I should say, because he made the basket. So now 4-point ball game again at 18-14. Camden Yoder comes out of the ball game. Mylan Miller and actually Springer back in.
Garrett going to a zone right here, I believe.
Two, three.
Maybe not. They're moving around a little bit now, but
Slaybaugh tries to drive, deflected out of bounds by Armstrong. It'll stay in the possession of Westview.
Ended up in the trash can over there.
Doesn't count though.
Yeah. Should be -1.
Really? Grau from the corner left side, misses a 3. Mylan Miller tries for the rebound, and he's held from behind. Good call by the official. Gabe Armstrong picks up the foul.
Garrett foul, number 13, Gabe Armstrong. His first, Garrett's
Second team foul on Garrett. Westview with 3 so far in the quarter. 68 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Slaybaugh gives to Grau. Grau with a shot from just inside the free throw line, and it's good. 9 now for Grau. Make that 7 for Katie. 20-14, Westview up 6. 45 seconds. Drives no good. Pass up court, knocked away. Looked like we were playing pinball there for a while, but Westview ultimately comes up with it. Daniel Yoder, Mylan left wide open for 3, misses too hard. Good hustle, ball goes off of somebody's foot, and it's going to be Westview's basketball. Garrett disagrees, but
I mean, the way Westview players acted, they all thought it was off of Garrett too. So, because Mylan could have gone after it, but chose to let it go.
Well, that's what I thought when I saw him not go after it. I thought it must have gone off of Garrett's foot. Grau inside.
Where's the contact there? I mean,
no call. Kaufman brings it up now, and Garrett looks like we'll be content here to go for the last shot. Kaufman with the ball now. 5 seconds to go. I'm not even sure whether he knows how much time's on the clock. They're not going to get a shot off. Shots up, no good. It wouldn't have counted anyway. So we played 1/2 of basketball here at Westview, and Westview with a 6-point lead, 20-14 over Garrett. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Dan and Jamie will be back with halftime stats right after this timeout.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. homemade caramel corn, and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Welcome back to Westview High School, where at halftime it is Westview 20, Garrett 14. Westview scored 10 points in each quarter. First of all, our halftime show tonight brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant, serving delicious home-style meals in Topeka. Currently closed for renovations to better serve you. They'll be opening back up at the beginning of February, which is just a few days away. So back to the scoring. Westview 10 points in each quarter, which was a stark contrast to the last time we played, where we had 18 in each quarter of the first half. And but 10-9 after one, 10-5 in the second quarter for our halftime total of 20-14. Both teams missed a lot of shots around the basket. The individual scoring, Gabe Armstrong had 8, Carter Kaufman 2, and Cohen Smith 4. Leading scorer Isaiah King was held scoreless in that half. So Isaiah was averaging 15.3, has 0. Carter Kaufman averaging 15.3, had 2. So we did a nice job on their top scorers in there. For Westview tonight, Daniel Yoder has 1 free throw for his point. Austin Slayball has 6. Caden Grau leads Westview with 7. Owen Brill had a 3 for his only points, and Mylan Miller had a 3 for his only points of the night. So Dan is here now to talk a little bit about the team stats.
Well, one of the things I'll have to say, I think this is the most rebounds I've seen in a half in any games this year, which means there's a lot of missed shots, obviously. But one of the things that really stands out, I show us with 7 offensive boards that quarter, in just that quarter. We have 9 offensive boards for the half, 10 defensive, and so we're out rebounding them 19-13. So that's probably a big part of the reason we're up. I mean, we have 4 turnovers, they have 5, so it's not a lot of difference there. I mean, neither team's shooting very well from the field. We're 32%, 8 of 25 overall. Actually shooting better from 3-point range than we are from 2-point range. 37.5% from 3-point range and about 26% inside the arc. And they're shooting 28% overall, 1 of 3 from, well, actually, so they're shooting better from 3-point range too. They're shooting 33% there, and they're shooting 4 of 15 inside the arc. So I don't know. It's I mean, we're 1 of 4 from the free throw line. That's not good. They're 3 of 6. Just an awful lot of shots being missed tonight.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just they're playing hard, but the intensity is just not, or concentration maybe just isn't there quite as you have halves like that.
Yeah,
where shots bounce off.
I think you said something about, it just feels like we're almost there, and it's like, in a way, it's almost like watching how we play. And then in the look, it's like, oh, we're still ahead. It's sort of the way I keep feeling. It's like, oh my goodness, we're still up 6.
Same
thoughts. But they're having just as much trouble getting the ball to go down. So
yeah, I actually think if you'd have to look at who won that half overall, I'd say Westview won it, just because we got a lot of good shots that we normally hit, and we didn't hit them, and we're still ahead.
Yeah, imagine if half of those that we missed went in. That would have just been a huge difference.
We just make 3 more layups. It's a 12-point lead, which is only a few points behind what it was last time. And so I would expect us to come out in this half and make a run and try to put some distance between us. But at the same time, Garrett's got to feel a little confident. Their big gun didn't score, hardly played, and they were able to hang in there. So kind of a mixed bag for both teams, and we'll see who can make the necessary adjustments for the second half. I don't really think Westview needs to make adjustments other than just make your shots. Maybe take your time a little bit on them. Sometimes our layups were a little bit out of control or forced a little bit, and just because you're close to the basket doesn't mean it's a good shot. So I think they'll adjust and they've played unselfish, I think, for the most part. They just have to take a deep breath, realize you're not going to blow them out in one quarter or one half or one possession, and just get stops, make baskets. Just a workmanlike effort to get the job done.
Yeah. Earlier this evening, the junior varsity picked up their 8th win of the season, so they're 8-5 now. They ended up defeating Garrett 53-45. Pierce Yoder hit he had 3 threes or 4 threes again, and several free throws, so he had 15, and then Laban Bontrager led the way with 19 points tonight. So they had a nice game. They could never really pull away. It looked like they should, but they just never could. But they did end up winning by, what was that?
That's a lot of points for
8
a
points.
JV team, too.
Yeah, I think
6 minutes.
it looked like both coaches, I don't know Garrett's rotation, but both coaches seemed like they were playing all the players
I think so,
on the team
Yeah.
throughout the game. So it was kind of a back and forth affair, so to speak. Never, like Dane said, never really got above.
I think
we
for
were
us,
up 12 maybe once, but
yeah, and I think it did make a difference for us, because in the second quarter they had taken a lead on us. They were up 24-19, and then we scored last 11 points of the half, and I think that's when Brett Springer came back in. He had him out. Yeah, so Laban came back in. He had both Brett and Laban out, and I think they were saving some quarters, especially for Brett. I mean, he's basically our 7th guy with on the varsity.
Right,
so,
yeah. Brett came in.
He sat out the second and the third quarter, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see the first quarter, but he came in the fourth. So
yeah, he played first and fourth, so he has 3, and he didn't play in the first quarter for the varsity, so he can play in the remaining quarters, because you can play 5 now.
Yep. So both teams are done warming up, back at the bench for final instructions. Got about a minute and a half to go here before they tip off. Tonight's halftime show was brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant, serving delicious home-style meals in Topeka. Stop in after the renovations to better serve you. They'll be opening back up at the beginning of February. And so hopefully the 2-point basket bank will be opening up here in about 1 minute and 10 seconds.
This end will work a little better. I don't know. It didn't work on either end really in that first half.
Yeah,
so.
I think we keep comparing it to the last game, and you really can't, because games are always so different.
Oh, my.
But we got a lot more breakaways the last game. And
Yeah,
we're not getting that this game.
No.
And we're not finishing on the break when we do. So that'll be something to look at this half to see if we can do that better.
Games are, always different, but not night and day like this one has been. So we'll see what the second half.
Westview with the ball to start, with our original starters in there.
Mylan Miller, number 33, along with Caden Grau, Austin Slaybaugh, Owen Brill, and Daniel Yoder. Ball knocked away, but getting it back is Slaybaugh. Drives it toward the basket, then he's stripped. Boy, they are letting bumps go tonight.
I don't know how that wasn't called a foul. I mean, he just shoved him.
A lot of contact. With the ball is Armstrong. Westview with a 6-point lead to begin the second half, 20-14. Armstrong gets a pass, or the pass comes to Armstrong from Kaufman. He'll take the left-handed hook. It's going to be short, but tipped right into his hands. And then he tries to get it to Hoover, but it goes off of his hands and all the way out into the hall, where Daniel Yoder will chase it down.
Daniel's going on loose ball chases all the time.
Yes.
Trash can, hallway.
He's been busy. Slaybaugh with the basketball. Goes to Grau. Now to Yoder. Daniel has been held down point-wise tonight with just 1 free throw. Ball knocked out of bounds, and maybe you guys already alluded to that. I mean, they've held Brill to a three-pointer and Mylan to a three-pointer, and Daniel has 1 free throw. Slaybaugh looking to get it in. Does to Brill, left wide open for 3, and he hits. Nestled that right in.
Yeah, I think is that our biggest lead, or maybe ties our biggest lead tonight?
9-point lead now for Westview. Westview's biggest lead in this ball game. Hoover gets it to Armstrong. Now out front it'll come to King. King, who picked up 3 fouls early, misses that short off the bottom of the rim. Daniel Yoder gets it to Grau, wide open to Mylan Miller underneath.
There, that looks more like what we can do. Get out on the break and beat them down the court.
25-14, 11-point lead now for the Warriors. Behind the back dribble, Kaufman has it stolen away into the hands of Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh up court. Left side, Brill again for 3. This time it's no good. The rebound pulled down by Hoover. Hoover has it tipped away by Owen Brill. Good quick hands. Inbounding will be Armstrong. He gets the ball into Kaufman. Kaufman to King. King works it inside to Gagne, and now he's called for traveling.
He's done that like 4 times tonight, and now they call it.
Oh, yeah.
Must be a different angle that they're seeing at this time. He's surprised by the travel. The coach is telling him it wasn't, but it was. He's catching it, and then he's shuffling his feet, then he's putting the ball on the floor.
Yeah,
so.
we did see that a lot in that first half. Slaybaugh all the way to the hole, has it blocked, but he's going to be fouled underneath. That'll be a
did get
two-shot.
that on.
24, that's Gagne or Smith.
It's like the 2 and the 4 were up. Which angle do you read that?
So for Smith, that'll be his first foul.
Well, they're really running plays to try to get that 4th foul on King.
Slaybaugh hits his free throw. 7 points now for Austin. He's been playing with 3 fouls since, what, early in the second quarter?
Well, he had 2 in the second, sat out most of it. They brought him in a little bit toward the end, I believe, and then they took him back out. But
with the ball, Smith gives it underneath King. He'll put it up and in. First 2 points of the night for Isaiah Smith. Timeout called, 5:20 to go. Third quarter, Westview 27, Garrett 16. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
And we're back, 5:20 to go. Third quarter, 27-16 Westview over Garrett.
well, King is playing reminiscent of what he did the last game when he was so frustrated and he said, to heck with it, I'm just going to lower my shoulder and go to the basket. So it worked on him, worked that play. We had a little bit of a slower double team that time. But we'll see if he can continue that.
Well, if they let him go, I mean, he plays very aggressive in there and tends to lower his shoulder on every move. So.
Yeah, and they haven't been calling offensive fouls tonight.
That's right. King only a sophomore. Big kid, 6'3", well over 200, I'd say.
Oh, yes.
Driving, shots up, no good by Grau. Good rebound again by Mylan Miller. Fake on the 3 by Slaybaugh. Good defense by King. And now we have a whistle and a bump. It's going to be a 4th foul on King.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't understand this matchup by Garrett to try to guard Austin with King. It just it boggles the mind. I mean, here's your tallest, most powerful interior post player, and you're trying to put him on our quickest point guard?
That all changes now.
I don't. Anyways, he's out of the game
yeah.
temporarily.
They bring in Parker Reed to replace him. Ball goes out of bounds, and one of the cheerleaders got beamed. She's okay. Just can't remember her name.
She's still upright.
Yeah, she's still upright. She's laughing, so she must be okay, or she was knocked silly. I don't know. And they're going to call an elbow on Grau. So,
well, we got to have some humor in this game because this is one of the most unique games I think I've been at in a while.
It is.
It's kind of a disjointed.
It's
from the players to the referees to even the cheerleaders are getting smacked by basketballs.
I think sometimes my brain's a little disjointed tonight as well.
Well, this is the end where we need to put the game away. Let's get stops, get out on the break, and put this game away. There, a nice pass
Good
by Austin.
feed. Beautiful. Now Daniel has a field goal to go along with his free throw. 29-16 now Westview. 13-point lead with the basketball. Reed. He'll hand it off to Kaufman. Kaufman in the paint, puts the shot up off the back of the iron. No good. And Slaybaugh grabs the rebound.
And here we are on the break again.
Good no-look pass to Grau. Beautiful. And now Garrett's seen enough of that. Timeout called by Coach Traylor. Full timeout. 3:57 to go. Third quarter. Westview 31. Garrett 16. Back in 60.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988 and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
31-16 on the scoreboard. Westview with the lead over Garrett. 3:57 to go, third quarter.
Dan says we are 4 of 7 from the field in the third quarter.
I don't think we were in the first.
We only had 8 field goals the whole first half, so 4 of them in the first half of this quarter.
Garrett with a basketball. Armstrong. He'll take it all the way to the hole, puts it up, misses a shot. We have a blocking foul called on Grau. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Gabe Armstrong. 6'3" junior, averaging 3.6 points per game coming in tonight. Misses a free throw. Have they made any free throws? 3 of 7. Okay.
Yeah, one.
Armstrong hits that one. He has 9 now for Garrett. 31-17 Westview. Westview looking for their 10th win of the year. Back in action on Friday night, right here versus Eastside. Good drive to the basket by Daniel, and then he's hammered underneath.
So the ref 3 feet from him doesn't call a thing as he's getting his arm ripped off. Maybe he got blocked out.
32 thought he had all ball there.
Yeah. He didn't think he traveled either the last time. Well, good effort down there on defense to try to not give up easy layups, and that's what you want out of a team if you're a coach.
Daniel Yoder hits his free throw. 58% free throw shooter on the season. Hits both of those.
His shot looks way too nice to be a 58% shooter.
I know, yeah.
Well, he started out kind of rough, but he's picked it up a lot lately.
Bounce pass inside to Smith, has it knocked away into the hands of Armstrong. Armstrong gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman gets it to Gagne. Kaufman gets a pass across, it was tipped. Inside shot is up and good by Armstrong, and he's fouled. They count the basket. Armstrong go to the line.
Yeah, we should have had. Who's that foul on?
Camden,
Okay.
second.
They threw up kind of a cross-court pass there that if we'd have had our head turned on defense,
Missed free
we'd have had.
throw, but a rebound by Gagne. Garrett. Little quick jumper is good by Kaufman. His first field goal tonight. 33-21 Westview by 12. Losing his balance is Slaybaugh, and the loose ball is picked up by Gagne. Then stolen again. Mylan Miller, good pass up court to Slaybaugh. He'll put it up, have it blocked away, but we have a body foul is going to be called on Kaufman.
I think Garrett on that last possession went 1-3-1, and Austin kind of misread it and drove right into the middle of that, and that's why we got the turnover. But got it back on the other end.
That's right. Two-shot foul coming for Austin. He has 8 so far tonight. Low-scoring game, 33-21, 2:08 to go third quarter. Slaybaugh shot up and good. Heating up a little bit as we have hit 5 for 5 here in the second half.
I can't believe you actually said that before he shot the ball, but
it came out.
You did not provide the jinx, so good job.
Man, that's a relief. 10 points now for Austin. 35-21 Westview. Minute 53 seconds to go, third quarter. Fall-away jumper is good by Cone Smith.
Well, that's a little frustrating because they've been calling elbows on us, but on that one, that's got to be a foul.
Another two-shot foul coming for Austin Slaybaugh. Foul that time went against 23 Hedges. He's in the ball game. Dawson Hedges, a 5'9" sophomore. Slaybaugh hits his first free throw. He'll get another. Daniel Yoder out. Daniel Yoder in. Owen Brill out for Westview. Slaybaugh hits. 12 now for Austin. 37-23.
8 of our 17 this quarter have come from the free throw line.
Kaufman, he'll take it to the baseline. Feeds inside to the cutter, and that was Hedges who puts it in. Camden Yoder works at the growl. Bounce pass down low, Slaybaugh gives it to Grau outside, drives it into the lane, puts it up and in. Grau loses a shoe. Official calls an official timeout. Brill's going to come in, and he'll come in for Austin Slaybaugh.
Well, Coach Pribble, I think, sees an opportunity here to put this game away, and he's really exhorting the troops out there to get that done. 14-point lead. We're kind of teetering on the edge of getting an insurmountable lead here, but we're not there yet.
Smith, inside pass. Brill almost had a pickpocket there. Goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Garrett. Gabe Armstrong inbounding. He'll get it into Hedges. Hedges whips it left side to Armstrong. He'll drive to the basket, put up the shot, miss. Daniel Yoder comes down with a rebound, almost got landed on. Camden Yoder tries to bounce pass it to Brill, and with his foot on the baseline and out of bounds was Hedges, so it'll be Westview basketball underneath their own hoop.
Yeah, if you're going to make that pass, you want to make it by the time you're at the free throw line. You got a little too deep that time. And time Camden caught it, there really wasn't anything to do with it.
Ball lobbed in way out front to Slaybaugh. 25 seconds to go, third quarter. Westview spreads it out. $14-point lead for Westview at 39-25. Pass inside Slaybaugh. Fakes, puts it up, got it off the glass. 14 out for Austin. Steal and a shot at the buzzer just missed. And that'll do it for the third quarter. And after three, it's Westview 41 and Garrett 25. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of this ball game right after this 60-second timeout.
$30 bet around
$3,500.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction. And it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewannaTradingPlace.com. Going once, twice,
sold
on the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
Just like you, we understand that hard work is hard to come by these days. That's why we're starting the next generation of high auto body at such a young age. From meticulous prep work to a mirror-like finish, we ensure every detail shines. Whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, High Auto Body has got you covered. Bring your car to us and we'll take care of it with expertise and care. High Auto Body, family owned, trusted for generations.
$41-25 Westview leads as we begin the fourth quarter.
Well, I don't know that we played any better that quarter. We just hit our shots.
Yes, they were falling.
So I have us as 6 for 8 from 2, 1 for 3 from 3, 8 for 8 from free throw line. So make a big difference.
Pass inside, good anticipation, good steal by Mylan Miller.
Yeah, Mylan really makes a lot of those plays you don't see. The little steals, pushing the guy up on defense so he doesn't get an easy look. And offensive rebounds, he's got at least a couple of those tonight.
Ball deflected, stolen by Garrett. Ball to Hedges, now to Kaufman. We go left side, the three spins out from Armstrong, and now Westview with the basketball. Daniel all the way down, puts it up and in.
Nice patience by Daniel that time. He didn't have anything initially. He kind of let the traffic clear a little bit and then just went one-on-one. Westview's strategy clearly is to let 13 shoot it.
23 Hedges has it. He'll go right side to Armstrong. Armstrong pulls up, but the jumper's going to be short. Offensive rebound put back, no good by Smith, and here comes Westview on the break. Slaybaugh stops, gives off to Grau, fakes the three.
King back in there for Garrett.
Shot by Grau from three, short, tipped into the hands of King. We've held King down to 2 points tonight. Came in with a over 15-point per game average, had 17 against us last time.
Well, we talked pregame how Garrett had 10 days to prepare for nobody but us in a rematch.
Right.
And has, clearly changed some things, but so have we.
Yeah.
And King, we're doing a better job on it. We did a good job last time, but we're doing an even a better job so far tonight.
Both teams came out stone cold shooting pretty much. And Westview made some adjustments, so did Garrett, but Westview really turned it up a notch in that third quarter. Shots no good from outside by Kaufman. Putbacks up no good, but a foul on Gagne.
Boy, they're picking on Caden tonight.
Caden picks up number 3.
Garrett with a couple offensive rebounds on that possession, so give them credit for continuing to hustle.
Gagne hits his first pointer of the night for the free throw line, first point overall for him. Grau comes out into the ball game. Comes, what was it? Oh, it's Springer.
Yeah, Springer came in
Brett.
for Caden.
Second free throw, no good, and a rebound, Miller. Milan gets it up court. Daniel Yoder now wide open to the down the lane, puts it up and in.
That was a very good ball fake, to say the least.
Yes, it was. One of the best we've seen this year.
At least the most effective.
Yeah, that's exactly what the words were coming out of my mouth. Shot from outside, no good. Good quick hands by Springer for the rebound. 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Don't forget Friday night, right back here at Westview with Eastside. Another Northeast Corner Conference matchup. Slaybaugh down low, puts it up, got it. Austin's racking up the points here in the second half. He now has 16.
Now he's been very aggressive tonight, going to the basket, both on the break and the drive and posting. And it's starting to pay off. We got some free throws out of it. The layups are starting to fall.
Another steal, Daniel Yoder. Pulls up, shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, put back up and good. Another timeout called by Garrett. 49-26, 4:46 to go, fourth quarter.
Now all of a sudden it's a 23-point lead.
Yeah, that's our biggest of the night. We'll be back right after this. What is it, 30? We'll call it 30 here.
It's a full, but yeah, we're halfway through.
60.
So.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
49-26 is our score. Westview running away with this one.
Well, they took it out of nail-biting phase to more relaxed phase, so we should be able to just have fun out there and finish this game on strong.
Gagne swing it around now. Inside pass once again. Daniel Yoder. How many steals does he have tonight?
A lot.
3. And one turnover. Well, maybe more than that. Getting some encouragement from his coach.
I think everybody, coaching staff, fans, all appreciate Daniel and his just tough-mindedness. He gets a lot of steals and tough rebounds and generally plays the other team's tallest player.
If he was like 5 inches taller and had the same quickness, can you imagine?
He would be unstoppable.
Yes, he would. Armstrong. But he does pretty well.
Yep, he does, and he's just getting better.
Yeah, I mean, he's had to guard a lot of the opponent's best players and done a fantastic job. Pass inside, goes out of bounds right to...
I'm not sure what Garrett was trying to do there. They had about 6 shots from 10 feet, and they passed them all up.
He tried to get that one underneath, but no one was home. Daniel Yoder stops up, left side, he'll go to Miller. Milan back to Daniel. Brill in the corner right side.
Usually what happens when Austin goes out is Daniel tends to score more.
That's true. Milan Miller with the ball. He's bumped from behind. Ball into the hands of Miller. Back to Daniel Yoder. He'll hit Camden. Tried to do a reverse layup. Couldn't quite get it to go.
Yeah, reverse layup over a 6'5" guy is a tall task.
Well, that was a good shot by Compton on the reverse layup. 49-28. 3 minutes to go now in the ball game. Slaybaugh drives, puts it up, misses a shot. Another two-shot foul coming for Daniel.
Well, we won't set any records with this one tonight, and it probably won't be one you'll study for skill and aesthetic reasons. But you know what? It's a win in the goes in the win column, and we're one step closer to staying in there for a regular season NECC championship.
That's right.
I know one of our last broadcasts we had mentioned that somebody said that we hadn't won the NECC since 21. Well, that was regular season.
Yeah.
It wasn't the tournament. I think you had said that was 6 years ago that we won the NECC tournament. And so, big win, and we've kept the pressure on since. Good win over Fairfield and turned it around tonight. And Coach emptying the bench a little bit right now with 3 minutes to go and a 22-point lead.
Daniel with 12 points now tonight. King, top of the key. He's going to drive on Milan, and he loses control of the basketball, but he is fouled.
Milan's really done a nice job on him tonight. He's got 2 points. I mean, we can't say much more than that.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's like 6 inches shorter, but he really is a tough-minded kid and battles.
King's shots up off the front of the rim, no good. Yeah, Milan at 5'11", and King 6'5". Second shot, and it won't go. Loose, picked up by Yoder, and that's Pierce Yoder. Gets it to Daniel Yoder. Out of Milan Miller. Feet inside, Daniel is pushed. And they said it went off his knee and out of bounds. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
Let that one go.
Daniel just kind of gave him a look like, are you kidding me?
Kaufman works it right side. They go outside to Hedges. Hedges whips it inside, and it's stolen away by Westview again. Springer now to Daniel Yoder. They're going to back it out a little bit. Daniel's going to drive, give it out to Milan. Milan open for three. He'll pop it and hit.
Well, with the effort he's put in on defense tonight, that's fitting that he can hit that three.
That's right. Hudson Yoder into the ball game, along with Laban Bodtrager.
I think the bigger thing tonight, you know, last time we held them to 38 points. They've got 28 points now with 1:49 to go.
That's unbelievable. Good point.
Against a team that was averaging in the high 50s or close to 60.
Milan has 8 points here tonight, a personal best for him. Shots up, misses. Pierce Yoder had it. Loose, grabbed by Laban Bodtrager.
The middle is so open, you could drive a truck through it.
Laban tried to get in there, and he was bumped out.
Yeah, when we have 5 out, like we did to start that possession, they're really guarding the perimeter heavy all the way around, and if you make one move or a back cut, that middle should be open.
Pierce Yoder looking to inbound. He'll lob it into Brett Springer. Springer back to Pierce. There's his shot, but he misses this time. Laban Bodtrager on the rebound. Camden Yoder gets it to Laban Bodtrager. Now to Hudson Yoder. Inside to Camden, whips it out to Pierce. Laban down the baseline. He'll put it up and in. He's bumped from behind. Gets the ball to fall, and Laban has evened his high for the year at 2. Get a chance to get his career high.
And that play was mostly started that time by Camden. Very unselfish play. You know, he hadn't scored tonight. he could be saying, hey, I haven't scored yet. I need a shot.
That's true.
He got it in the lane right near the basket, but kicked it out and ended up here.
Laban shot off the back of the rim and no good. 55-28. Inside a minute now as we tick down to 40 seconds. Backdoor pass, inside shots up and no good by Hippensteel. Ari Hippensteel will go to the free throw line as he's fouled by Camden Yoder.
Well, we'll take what we can from this game and turn around in, 72 hours and play East Side.
Back here Friday night. Hippensteel hits his free throw. 55-29. Second shot, good again. Springer now with Fuentes on him. Gives it to Camden Yoder. Laban Bontrager gives it to Hudson Yoder. Pass inside to Pierce Yoder. Hudson feeds inside to Springer.
This group really moves the ball well.
They do, yeah. They're going to back it up now with just 5 seconds to go. And the Warriors are going to attain their 10th win of the season with this victory tonight over Garrett, a 55-30 final here tonight at Westview High School. So Westview now goes to 10-4 on the season overall and 5-1 in the Northeast Corner Conference. Garrett at 13-4 overall and 3-2 in the conference. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with stats and scoring right after this.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family-owned and operated since 1989.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Are you looking for unlimited high-speed internet? With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Oh. Welcome back to Westview High School, where Westview has just defeated Garrett 55-30. Tonight's post-game show is sponsored by J&R Solutions, featuring high-speed internet, unlimited, no throttling, and no contracts. J&R Solutions, bringing America together. Call them at 574-349-7673. Let's take a quick look at our individual scoring tonight. First of all, the third quarter, it was 20-14 at halftime. Third quarter was kind of the big quarter. Westview outscored Garrett 21-11, and then 14-5 in the fourth quarter for the final 55-30 margin for Garrett. Ari Hippensteel had 2. Gabe Armstrong, averaging 3.6, had 11 to lead Garrett. Carter Kaufman, their co-leading scorer, had 6. Cohen Smith had 6. Jake Gagne had 1. And Isaiah King, the big guy who has led them in scoring and rebounding this year, only had 2. For Westview, Daniel Yoder had a big second half to finish with 12. Austin Slaybaugh, 6 in the first half, finished with 16. Caden Grau had 8, 7 of those in the first half. Owen Brill had 6. Mylan Miller had 8. And Laban Bontrager had 2. And somewhere in there we might be missing a basket. Might be Caden if I... Did he hit a 3 in the second half?
Yeah, I think he did.
So
Caden had 1 3, right?
Caden, yes, he did.
Yeah.
Total?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not it then. You had him down there for 1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had somebody talking to me, so I have. You would say you're still missing 3.
Did he have 2 threes or 1 3?
Caden had 11 points.
Okay, that's what was missing then.
Yeah.
1 3.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
So good balance for Westview tonight. This was just one of those wins you just kind of grind out.
Yeah.
Nothing flashy. Nothing's going real great. You're not shooting great, but you want a good Tuesday night game against a team that won 13 games. So
finish strong too.
So one of the things that a huge difference you talked about it, Jamie, in the first half that those shots just weren't going down. So we shot 32% from the field in the first half. In the second half, we took 4 less shots and made 4 more. So we were 57%. So we were 12 of 21. That's from 2s and 3s in the second half. So I think that's the big difference there. The fact that some of those shots started dropping in there. Turnovers was also a bit of a big thing. They had 17 and we had 11. And I didn't do the final tally, but we are up quite a bit. See, 20 defensive rebounds and 13 offensive for us. 1, 2, 3. They had 14 defensive and 8 offensive. So we out rebounded them 22 to 33. So that's a big difference too.
Yeah, I think Garrett hung in there until it got up to about 12, 13 points, and then they kind of
folded.
Yeah, good way to put it. Hung their head. Their body language was different, and they just never could get in a rhythm offensively. We did a good job. Our last 3 games now, we've allowed 38. What did we give up to Fairfield? 42, 43?
42.
42.
No, sorry. Fairfield was 43, yeah.
And 30.
Yeah, I had looked, so our average winning margin for the year was 11.5. But if you looked at just the last 5 games now, it's just a tick over 23. I mean, tonight was 25 again. So, yeah, it's the last 5 games. I think they figured out what they're supposed to be doing. One of the things that I should point out in the third quarter when we were running away from there, we were 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Overall, we were 10 of 15. So we were 8 for 8 in the third quarter, and the rest of the game we were 2 of 7.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we pulled it together for 1 quarter, did what we needed to get out of here with a good win, and now it's on to East Side, or rather, East Side's on to us.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah,
thank
goodness.
This year,
we hit the lottery this year with Garrett and East Side here. But tonight's post-game show is sponsored by J&R Solutions, featuring high-speed internet, unlimited, no throttling, and no contracts. J&R Solutions, bringing America together. Call them at 574-349-7673.
That's going to do it for tonight. Once again, Westview winner 55-30 over Garrett. Tonight's game sponsor was Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana, 7870 West, 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street, downtown Shipshewana. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Topeka, New Holland. Visit Topeka, New Holland today to save on genuine New Holland parts and service. By Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Also by Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. By J&R Solutions, your internet service provider. Also by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction, State Road 5 South in Shipshewana. By Height Auto Body in LaGrange. By Yoder Crossroads, located at the crossroads of State Road 5 and US 20. Also by LaGwana in Shipshewana. By Jerry's Standard Service, downtown Middlebury. By Southwind Flooring in Shipshewana. And by Breathe Easy Mold Solutions in Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association's Champions Network. So for our entire staff, including color commentator Jamie Miller, our engineer tonight was Jeremy Anderson, And our statistician, Dan Byler, this